Hey guys, Adam here with AmericanTrucks.com. Today I'm bringing you a detailed overview and installation of the ReadyLIFT 2-inch billet aluminum leveling kit in the anodized blue option, which is available for all 2004 to 2014 two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive F-150s. The ReadyLIFT 2-inch billet aluminum leveling kit is available for any 04 to 14 two-wheel and four-wheel drive F-150 owner looking to get rid of the uneven stance given to the F-150s from the factory. This way you pick up two strut extensions with a 2-inch lift to even out the front with the rear, while also getting a bright blue anodized finish just for a little more customization. Now what you can expect as far as installation goes is that this will be just a small amount more involved than a direct bolt-on, so I will give it a 2 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter because it isn't too overwhelming. We'll touch on that toward the end of the video. Now taking a look past the obvious portions of the leveling kit, it does level out your F-150, but it also gives you a lot more functionality than that. Now in addition to the 2 inches in the front, you'll also be able to fit 33-inch tires with a two-wheel drive F-150 and up to a 35-inch tire with a four-wheel drive F-150. Great for guys looking to go with a beefier wheel and tire setup that gives you a more aggressive look, but also makes you a little bit more capable when hitting the trails. Now what makes this particular kit from ReadyLIFT different than the other 2-inch leveling kits is going to be simply because it has an anodized bright blue finish on top of very durable materials. Those materials being premium CNC machined 6061 T6 aircraft grade billet aluminum, which of course adds a sufficient amount of strength without adding any kind of extra weight. As far as pricing is concerned, ReadyLIFT has this priced at a more premium option right around the $250 mark. That is about $100 more than some of the rough country options that offer the same level of lift but with added shocks as well. Obviously it comes down to what you're interested in getting and how much you'd like to spend. If you're looking for the added customization of the blue color or the red, silver, and black that ReadyLIFT offers, this is going to be definitely geared in your direction. If you're more interested in function over the form, then you definitely want to check out the rough country one, which can save you money as well. This one, however, does come with higher quality materials as far as hardware is concerned, with a 10.9 ISO grade stud and nut included in the kit, which is definitely the most extreme corrosion resistant hardware available. That's great for the guys out there doing a lot of long-term and frequent messes off-roading. As far as the installation is concerned, as I mentioned in the very beginning, these options from ReadyLIFT do not require any cutting, but will require a little bit more know-how than a direct bolt-on. Because of that, I'll give it a 2 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. You should be able to tackle it in about 2 hours from start to finish. With that said, as far as tools are concerned, you want to have a ratchet and socket set on deck, as well as a mallet or hammer to handle the knuckles, and of course a jack and jack stands or lift if you have access to one. The first thing you'll need to do is get the truck in the air and remove the wheels and tires up front. From there you can remove the lower sway bar end link hardware using your ratchet and sockets. Now loosen the upper ball joint nut and the upper strut mount nuts and separate the ball joint. Now you'll probably want to use a mallet or hammer for this against the spindle to separate the ball joint, so make sure you're striking it carefully. From here you can remove the upper ball joint nut, then the lower and top strut hardware to completely remove the strut. Install the blue spacer from ReadyLIFT onto the factory strut and rotate it 180 degrees for reinstallation. You'll use the provided hardware to reattach the top of the strut to the vehicle, then reconnect the bottom and torque it down to spec. You might need a jack and pry bar to reattach the upper ball joint to the spindle, then top it off with the sway bar end link. Torque those down to spec, put the wheel back on, and repeat the same process for the opposite side, and you're good to go. From here you should be able to look at your finished product. Well, that pretty much does it for this overview and install. If you're the owner of an 04 to 14 two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive model F-150, you might want to check out the ReadyLIFT 2-inch billet aluminum leveling kit available in the anodized blue finish, which you can find right here at AmericanTrucks.com.